Good Wednesday evening, everyone. I'm Vanessa Holmes. So good to see you here on our Facebook Live. We hope you're having a great day. We are following a developing story out of Port Neches, where police say that a 17-year-old student is accused, he's jailed, and he has been charged with making a terroristic threat on the high school campus. We are learning that, again, he's 17 years old. He supposedly, according to the probable cause affidavit, told two students about his plans to conduct a Columbine-style attack on the campus tomorrow, which is the anniversary of the Columbine attack. So police arrested him today. He's currently in jail on a $100,000 bond. So tonight at 6:30 we have team coverage from the high school on what we're learning about this planned attack that has been foiled by police. The
Troy, how's your stuff coming? 3 minutes, we can go in the studio.
Oh, they're telling us to come on out there right now.
Keys for full screen, so we'll be good.
Sorry guys, hang on just a second.
Vanessa, I'm gonna do it from the booth.
Okay.
I got 14 different things I have to do.
Yes, Carol, it's a $100,000 bond.
As I'm getting ready for the show, bear with me here as I get my stuff. If you have any comments, questions, I will try to answer that to the best of my ability about what we've learned. Again, we've obtained the probable cause affidavit. We have team coverage. Our Jackie Massey is live outside the school. She'll be covering what was in the probable cause affidavit. Our Izzy Castro is talking to parents of other high school students. She will have a report. Our Leah Durain is in studio. She will be looking at social media, some of the comments and concerns from social media. So, pretty busy night here. If you have any questions, I will get those answers to the best of my ability as soon as I can.
It was Port Neches Groves, Linda.
Port Neches Groves High School in Port Neches on Meriden. This apparently happened a couple of days ago, and he was arrested today.
Hi everyone. For you, those of you tuning in saying low volume, we are not able to have a mic hooked up to them. I mean, we're videoing this from a phone, so it's just however far I am away from the person that's talking.
Yes, so this is a behind-the-scenes look. So you're not going to be able to hear a lot of what goes out over the air. It's more you and I having a conversation. And so if you have any questions about the coverage, I can get those answered for you and try to go from there. But what we can do for you is that we're going to have Sherry, who's behind the camera. She's doing our Facebook Live tonight. She'll go into our control room, and that way you can hear our team coverage. So she'll go back in there, ask away questions that you have, and during the commercial break, I'll get those answered for you. We're about 30 seconds away, 45 seconds away. So
All
if you
right.
just want to go into the
Sure. All right, we're going to head back into the control room. For those of you that have not seen it before, it's where a lot of the magic happens. Alrighty. Alright, I got Facebook Live in here. Alright, everybody, you're going to be able to hear the A block, what we call the A block. And this is all about the Port Neches Groves High School threats.
15, stand by.
Starting at 15 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it.
Horror in the halls of Port Neches Groves High School after Port Neches police foil a Columbine-style attack planned for tomorrow's 18th anniversary of the worst school shooting in U.S. history. Police identify the P&G student reportedly planning the attack as 17-year-old Tristan Brantley Miller. Police just confirmed to us Miller was suspended from school and was arrested at a relative's home in Port Neches this afternoon. Welcome to 12 News Tonight on K-JAC. I'm Vanessa Holmes. We have complete coverage of this school threat with the latest from students, parents, and the police. That's where we begin with 12 News reporter Jackie Massey live outside of Port Neches Groves High School. Jackie, what can you tell us?
Vanessa, Port Neches police tell us that Tristan Miller was expelled. He was also arrested this afternoon after police say he was making terroristic threats last Thursday. They say that he was telling 4 witnesses that he wanted to shoot classmates and teachers for the 18th anniversary of the Columbine shooting, which is tomorrow. He's only 17 years old, and according to the probable cause affidavit, last Thursday he told witnesses what teachers and classmates he would like to kill first. He explained he would kill people after lunch in a certain hallway so they would be trapped. Miller also told another student a month ago that he wanted to buy a gun. When questioned by police, he told them he was talking about the Columbine anniversary but was not making any threats. Now, he is currently sitting in the Jefferson County Jail with a $100,000 bond, and police say that they don't expect to make any other arrests at this time. In Port Neches, Jackie Massey, 12 News.
Thank you, Jackie. We are trying to learn more about Tristan Miller tonight. Take a look at this map. We have sent a crew to his house, which is about 5 minutes, a little over a mile away from campus. There, his family members did not want to comment about his arrest. They were home. They offered no comment. But a family friend called our newsroom saying that Tristan is an upstanding student and was recently accepted into the National Honor Society. Now, any threat against a school, as you can imagine, it's scary for a parent or a student. Our Izzy Castro continues our team coverage. Izzy, how are parents reacting tonight?
Vanessa, a grandmother that we spoke to today, says that parents did receive a notice about the alleged threat. Now, this afternoon, we spoke to students and parents after school. One parent told us that he was disturbed to hear that a PNG student had allegedly made such a scary threat, especially with the Columbine anniversary tomorrow. That's where 12 students and 1 teacher were killed exactly 18 years ago.
Well, it makes me scared, but it makes me scared anytime they go anywhere. It's not just our schools. Like I say, it can happen at the mall, the movie theater, walking down the street. There's some crazies out there wanting attention.
And we're told that students and faculty will resume as usual here at PNG High School tomorrow. Live in Port Neches, Izzy Castro, 12 News.
As soon as this story broke on social media, hundreds of you started writing your prayers, your concerns on our Facebook page. Our Leah Durain joins me in studio with more on the social response. Leah.
Well, Vanessa, we've been taking a look at the reaction to those headlines. Definitely some comments online. We're going to take a look at a couple of them. Kathy saying, pretty sure this can happen at any school. Ashley saying, don't make excuses for this person. Meredith saying, this hits home hard for us that went to this school growing up. Wow, sad, sad. And Tammy saying, I have read this. It is sad. I wonder if he has been bullied. Heard he was a very smart student with honors. Something must have made him snap. And if you'd like to join that conversation, you can look for the post on our 12 News Now Facebook page. In studio, Leah Durain, 12 News.
Thank you, Leah. Again, this planned attack is being compared to what happened at Columbine and other tragedies in U.S. history. Today itself marks the anniversary of 2 tragedies, the deadly ending to the Waco siege and the Oklahoma City bombings, both of them falling on Patriots Day, the day celebrating the first battle of the American Civil War. In Waco, ATF crews set a large compound on fire in 1993. The compound belonged to the religious group Branch Davidians. More than 70 people were killed in this event. Then 6 years later, Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols bombed the Alfred P. Murrah building in Oklahoma City. This bombing also happened on Patriots Day and was purposely planned to correlate with the deadly Waco siege. 168 people in total were killed, 19 of them children. And tomorrow marks the 18th anniversary of the Columbine school shooting. It happened in 1999 when 2 students opened fire inside their school. The attack is well known as one of the deadliest attacks on a school in our nation. 12 students, 1 teacher, and the 2 shooters all died. 24 others were injured. Be sure to stay with 12 News for the latest developments on this story. We will post the very latest online at 12newsnow.com as well as on our 12 News Now app. Stay with us here on 12 News. Here's a look at what else we're tracking tonight. A major shakeup at the Fox News Network. Cable's #1 news show canceled.
what's behind Bill O'Reilly's firing, as a new replacement will soon be named. We'll have more on that. And a North Texas daycare worker out of a job after she is seen throwing a child to the floor during nap time. Why police aren't pursuing tougher charges. But first, some drivers complain the speed limit on Interstate 10 in Vidor is dangerous. But do the facts align with those claims? Our Verified team has you covered in just 2 minutes.
Live from Southeast Texas, you're watching 12 News Tonight with Vanessa Holmes and Chief Meteorologist Patrick Farm. 12 News Tonight.
Now we are back into the studio. Hello, Vanessa.
Hi, guys. Just a second. Sarah, we only have 2 questions that we sent you. Do you want to just talk about the speed limit? Is construction a factor?
Hello,
Hey,
Facebook
Troy.
Live. So upcoming is my story about verifying speed limits along I-10 in Vidor, going through Vidor basically from end to end of the city limits basically. So what we kind of learned is that crashes in general and some speed-related crashes have increased over the last couple of years, so we're going to kind of break down the numbers and where exactly we found them. You can actually, even you yourself, you can go online onto this website that we're about to mention here, and you can find all the numbers that I was pulling all day. So basically we'll have that, and we'll also hear from TxDOT as well on just a few more details on how they decided, because back a couple months ago, Vidor Police Chief wanted the speed limits to be surveyed and evaluated to be changed, but TxDOT decided from their study, from their perspective, and what they compiled was that it wasn't necessary. So we're going to have plenty more and that.
Yes, Charles. It was in Port Neches.
Yes, because we're.
Hey guys, I'm trying to log on to Facebook right now. Any questions? Yes, it happened at PNG. The threat was made at PNG High School, according to authorities. It was planned for tomorrow, the anniversary of Columbine. According to the probable cause affidavit, the student mentioned to several students that he wanted to do a Columbine-style attack at school in a certain hallway that there's no escape, and that's what he told students. Okay, we're 10 seconds out, guys. 5 seconds out.
Good evening, Beaumont. So good to see you here with us on this Wednesday evening. Beautiful skies out there, currently 78 degrees. It was 55 miles per hour, then raised to 65. Now the speed limit on Interstate 10 in Vidor is 75 miles per hour, and TxDOT says it will not lower the limit. Some drivers claim that the higher speed leads to an increase in wrecks along the interstate. Our Troy Kless is verifying those claims tonight. He joins us in studio. Troy.
Right, Vanessa. Well, when we posted this story today, several viewers commented saying that crashes have increased along I-10 in Vidor. So I went to the TxDOT website and used their Crash Records Information System tool. Here we compiled data for crashes along Interstate 10 within the Vidor city limits. According to TxDOT's data, the number of crashes along I-10 has increased over the last 5 years. However, speed-related crashes have gone up and gone down within that time frame. In 2012, out of 100 crashes along I-10 in Vidor, 10 were speed-related. In 2013, there were 109 crashes, 24 of those speed-related. And in 24, there were also 109 crashes as well. 15 involved speeding. 2015 listed 115 crashes, and 18 of those involved speed-related issues. In 2016, out of 180 crashes, 27 were related to speed. And as of yesterday, there have only been 45 crashes along this stretch of road in 2017, 6 of those involving speed. But to compare apples to apples, we need to go back to 2012, when the speed limit along I-10 in Vidor increased from 65 miles per hour to 75 miles per hour. The latest TxDOT data from their crash record system only goes back to 2010. In that year, there were 130 crashes and only 24 speed-related. And in 2011, 77 crashes total were recorded, and 13 of those were speed-related. So our viewer claims that crashes have increased is verified. However, the TxDOT study that they cite says that a speed limit change is not merited. And after Police Chief Rod Carroll requested TxDOT to evaluate the speed limit, TxDOT concluded the speed limit did not need to be lowered. And I spoke with the chief earlier today, and he tells me that they will live with TxDOT's decision. In the studio, Troy Kless, 12 News.
Thank you, Troy. And let us know if you have a story that you want verified. You can send us a message on Facebook. You can send us a tweet or an email at verify@12newsnow.com. And we brought in TxDOT spokesperson Sarah Dupuy to explain those numbers you just saw. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
So a lot of people are asking about the speed limit changes, and some people want it lowered. Some people say that they like it just the way it is, and that's why you do these case studies. So we just saw a lot of numbers. Tell us a little bit more about these studies.
Well, we did do a speed study, a couple speed studies actually along the stretch of roadway on I-10 and Vidor, and what we did find was that the speed limit did not need to be lowered. The speed study, it's an engineering process basically. We have a radar that's out there. It takes 4 hours worth of data. It takes the speed for every single vehicle that's going by, and we calculate all that. And basically what it showed is that people are going above the speed limit, but if we lowered that significantly, what you would find is you would find some people actually going the speed limit, but then you'd still see people going at very, very fast speeds compared to what it was lowered at. And basically the study that we do, it shows what the 85th percentile, which is what people really feel comfortable and safe driving at. So if the 85th percentile is 85 and we lowered it to 65, that's a big difference on what you're going to see people driving out there.
And you've also done some recent studies. What have they found?
The speed studies that we showed, that we did recently in Vidor, showed that people were going significantly above the speed limit. They're going in the 80s. And so if we lowered it to 65, you'd had some people going 65 and you would have some people going 85. And that's a big difference, which would cause, could cause even more accidents.
Well, a lot of people are commenting on our Facebook page, and some people are saying people kind of drive the limit they want to, but we need to make sure that people are driving that speed limit.
Right. We do urge people to follow the laws. The speed limit is a law. Follow the speed limit. Make sure that you are not distracted. You're not on your cell phone. You're not messing with your radio or other things in the car. Make sure you're aware of any signage around you, and keep your eyes on the road. Pay attention and obey the speed limit.
Sarah Dupuy, always a pleasure to speak with you. Thanks so much for stopping by.
No problem.
Now to a viral video out of North Texas, where a daycare worker is caught on video throwing a child to the floor during nap time. That worker now faces criminal charges. Plano police say they did not initially arrest Jasmine Torres because she was cooperating, had no prior criminal history, and was not considered a risk. You can see in that video, Torres, she picked up a toddler and tossed him to the ground. That toddler not being identified. Police say the child's mother had been watching a live stream, actually, of the children's courtyard. So mom called police, who have now charged Torres with injury to a child.
Regardless, dropping is not going to be a good thing. That was something that concerned me. But the fact that after that child went to the ground and that child didn't move, that was probably the most concerning act, was the dropping of the child and then seeing that child not move.
Torres could receive up to 180 days in jail if convicted. The daycare says she and another employee have been fired. Trending all day, former New England Patriots tight end and convicted murderer Aaron Hernandez found hanged inside his prison cell early this morning. Prison officials say he used a bed sheet that he attached to a cell window. Hernandez was serving a life sentence for the shooting death of his friend, Odin Lloyd, 4 years ago. Also trending, another shakeup happening at Fox News. 21st Century Fox announced this afternoon that star anchor Bill O'Reilly will not return to the network. He has been under fire since the beginning of the month when the New York Times reported he and Fox News paid $13 million in settlements against women who accused him of sexual harassment or abuse. As a result, advertisers pulled commercials from his show, which has the highest ratings in cable news. A permanent replacement is expected to be named later this week.
Check this out, caught on camera. A fight breaks out on a San Antonio bus. It happened last month on the city's northwest side. The video just released. Police say while the bus was moving, a man and woman stood up and started yelling. Then a few seconds later, punches are thrown. The bus suddenly stops. Both of them fall, as you just saw. The woman runs away. The man told police that he threw punches in self-defense. As for the woman, she hasn't been found. Police are still looking for her.
A cold front. Yes, a fairly strong cold front for April. Yes, Vanessa, the 40s are coming, and so there's a pretty good chance of rain. Your forecast just ahead on 12 News.
All right, everybody, as you can see, we're pretty busy tonight, so I'm just now getting to you. Let's see what's going on here. Let me refresh my phone. Stacy says, this makes me ill. It only takes a few minutes to destroy many lives. I did not get a notice. God bless our students, teachers, and family members. That's another verify we have to do. Stacy, if you're a parent of a P&G high school student, shoot me a message. I've also heard from several parents here in the last 30 minutes, hour. They said they weren't notified either. So that's interesting that you say that. I'm going to definitely check on that tonight. So thanks for letting me know. A lot of prayers being sent. Betty says it's so sad that parents have to be afraid for their children's lives by just going to school, and the teachers as well. What is this world coming to? Thank goodness the police took action before anything happened. Prayers for all children and teachers. Yes, definitely. Chelsea says, I'm glad they did something before he acted on those threats. And this goes back to, you hear something, say something. If you see something, say something. And the two students that he's supposedly told, reportedly told, went straight to administrators. They told police, and they started investigating. So according to the probable cause affidavit, he did tell two students he was planning this Columbine-style attack and wanted them to join in on him. And instead, they went to the school officials, which is the right thing to do. So kudos to those kids, because there's no telling what could have happened if this kid was serious about that threat. Okay, we're getting ready for weather. If you have any weather questions, get those in. Patrick says a cold front. What? We're almost to May.
Oh,
My goodness.
the weather doesn't know the calendar.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, nope.
Maybe
Nope,
Patrick
nope,
knows these
nope.
things. Y'all see this?
Don't make me come over there.
See this? I'm about to bop him on the head. It's going to be the Patrick bopper. Used to be a prompter roller, but it's about to be the bopper.
Some people's children.
Get those weather questions in, Facebook.
Good evening, Southeast Texas. Looks like low rain chances coming up on Thursday and Friday, and certainly warmer temperatures. Vanessa's going to love that. Then a cold front comes in on Saturday around noonish.
Patrick's going to love that.
Oh, I'm going to love that. I'm going to love Sunday and Monday. Yeah, I'm going to turn that AC off, and you may need a jacket, maybe the heater coming up on Monday morning. Outside right now, nada. Most of the showers have been north up towards the lakes area, very limited in the triangle, and we haven't seen that much. About a 10% coverage in the triangle, if that, about a 20% coverage in the lakes area. And temperatures across the state, well, they're pretty warm out in West Texas in the low to mid 90s. Look at Fort Stockton. The Big D, and I do mean Dallas, is at 82 degrees. College Station at 78 degrees, 80 in Houston, 82 in Corpus, 81 in Lake Charles, 89 in San Angelo. Yeah, it's warm. It's feeling like April out there. As you can see, well, not much going on. The showers that we saw this afternoon have moved all the way up towards the north, and the upper level disturbance that brought us the heavy rains has certainly weakened across our area, as you can see. But look what happens as we head on in. This is in the upper levels. As we head on in to Sunday. Big, strong upper-level disturbance right here moving on in, and that will bring us that cold front right on into southeast Texas. So for tonight, we'll give it about a 10% coverage. I'm thinking that we may see, well, low clouds develop and some patchy fog in the lakes, but in the morning towards sunrise, we could see some of those showers develop along the coastline and then march north as the day progresses. So the triangle with that 10% coverage will be towards the morning. Then that all shifts towards the north. We dry out here in the triangle, and then the lakes will see it towards early and mid-afternoon. So about a 10 to 20% coverage. But oh my, temperatures warming into the mid-80s and skies becoming partly cloudy tomorrow afternoon. Our forecast tonight will give it about a 10% coverage for the sunrise and around sunrise with mainly the triangle. Some patchy fog in the lakes area. Temperatures mid to upper 60s with skies becoming mostly cloudy. Then for tomorrow, mid-80s for most of us with partly cloudy skies developing in the afternoon. I'm going to go a 10% coverage towards the triangle and a 20% coverage in the lakes area. Extended forecast runs like this. Green bar days coming up Thursday and Friday. Minimal rain chances as highs will continue to be about 5 degrees above normal. Then Saturday, the cold front comes through. No, it's not going to be an all-day event, and no, it's not going to be severe, and no, it's not going to be heavy rainfall. And yes, it does look like this will quickly move on out. Then Sunday will be a breezy day, Vanessa. Lows Sunday. Lows will be in the mid-50s and highs in the lower and middle 70s with low humidity. Yes, I'm excited. Monday morning, look at that, into the mid and upper 40s. About 80, so look at that. We're going to go from 48 to 80. That is a big turnaround as far as temperatures for our area. Lots of sun, low humidity right on through Tuesday. And as we head towards Wednesday, our winds will become breezy out of the south. So that means the muggies will begin moving back into the area with highs in the lower 80s and lows in the 60s.
Well, we're on Facebook Live right now, and unfortunately I have to get this question answered for someone because the Mauriceville crawfish boil is Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Saturday, noonish.
Noonish.
People want to know.
Chance of showers.
Ew.
Nah,
Look, I think that you can eat crawfish, rain or shine, so enjoy it.
Right, and you know, mud bugs, it's not going to bother them.
Nope.
So, you know, it's not going to be the prettiest of days, but it's not going to be the worst. It won't be like yesterday. So some good news there. We expect showers, maybe a thunderstorm, but I think it's going to be, you know, 2-3 hour span and things will be moving on out. So
Alrighty.
That's the way it looks at this point.
And then Sunday, go play some golf.
Oh my goodness.
Looks great.
Oh my goodness.
To find something to do
Breezy,
outside.
Low humidity, open the windows.
Bottle it up and keep it forever, right? Patrick likes this weather.
Convertible weather.
Yes, good idea. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on 12 News.
Yeah, thanks for the weather, Patrick. You're going to poke our Facebook Live, everyone. So what are you going to do Sunday? Since it's going to be such a nice day. No, don't sleep.
I'm getting up.
Hey, Matt. Make sure in
Not
some
when
of
it's
these
that
comments
pretty
what is this word
outside.
coming to that you typed it in correctly. Okay.
I have air conditioning.
So funny.
Huh?
I said so funny.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll do. Probably mow the yard.
All right.
In 2 weeks in a row, I've not mowed. I've got to do it every week or I start getting behind. I hope I don't have to double cut this weekend. Probably won't. Maybe. Hate double cutting. Mow, bring it down, mow again.
Poor Patrick.
You don't have this problem in winter.
Hey, guess what?
I
You're going to
give
be
up.
excited about this.
Oh.
We're about to talk about April the giraffe.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
We're not done talking about April.
Oh, it's just the...
They're about to pull the plug, though. We won't be able to watch her live
Oh,
much
I'm
longer.
so excited.
Really?
Really?
That's not nice.
How's it not nice?
I love
She's
April.
one of how many thousands of giraffes on planet
But the
Earth?
world was just amazed. I mean, you know, we got to be with her for over a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Felt like
A
forever.
pregnant giraffe?
Yes. She's so cute. And that baby, precious. I want to rock him, but I know he's taller than me, so that would work.
Toys R Us sells stuffed ones.
A real one. Okay, here we go. We're getting some of your comments on the air too, so thanks for sending those in. We'll get to those in a second.
Remember this South Carolina mom who went viral when she was pregnant? Erin Dietrich mocked everyone's love for April the giraffe in her bedroom. Remember this? Now she has finally met the animal that made her famous. This week she made that trip to the Animal Adventure Park in New York to meet April. And as you can see in the picture, she even wore her mask to meet her. The two have one thing in common. Both had little boys. Erin had Porter, and April, well, she still has an unnamed boy. However, there is now a petition to get the calf named Porter as well. Have you seen this? A rare triple play in baseball? Take a look. It happened in a college game yesterday between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Louisville Cardinals. Two men are on. When the Louisville batter hits a fly ball to left field, you just saw the ball is hit just far enough for the runner to go to third and try to make it home. But the left fielder delivers a one-hopper to home plate to tag the runner out just in time. Then the quick thinking catcher fires the ball to third to tag the other runner out in a very rare 7-2-6 double play. What are you counting?
Counting the number of outs as they're out, put out.
Let's put this in perspective.
Like 1, 2, 3?
I got you. Well, I was talking about the plays and I could hear you counting.
Yeah, I was like, just, okay, the first one. The
Following along, okay. This was actually...
I was into the game.
I was too. I was too. Cool video. It's so rare. MLB.com says it has only occurred in the pros once, and that was way back in 1923.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It is pretty cool.
I enjoyed that story.
Yep, that's on social media. You can check that out. Now time for your take. We have been on Facebook chatting with you during the show. So taking a look at some of your comments on this story going on out of Port Neches of the threat made according to authorities. Stacy says, this makes me ill. It only takes a few minutes to destroy many lives. I did not get a notice. God bless our students, teachers, and family members. Taking a look at another comment from Betty. It's so sad that parents have to be afraid for their children's lives by just going to school, and the teachers as well. What is this world coming to, she asks. Thank goodness the police took action before anything happened. Prayers for all children and teachers. Aaron has this to say, glad he is behind bars. I worry for his mental health. We will have more team coverage on this ongoing developing story from Port Neches tonight on ABC on 12 News at 10. You can watch us then and also keep up to date on Facebook and Twitter as well as 12newsnow.com. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your evening.
Alrighty. What? You rather watch baseball than April? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'd rather watch April. Just do nothing. Just sit in her little room, do nothing, eat, look at the camera. Alrighty. Facebook, any other questions, comments, concerns?
I think that was it.
If there's something you are thinking and you don't want to put out publicly, shoot me a message. I know some parents may be concerned. You may have some questions, but there's a lot of times that people may not want to put it out there publicly. But you can always shoot me a private message. Ask me any question you want, and I'll try to get those questions answered for you the best of my ability. That's it. That'll do it for us, right?
I think so.
Yep. Again, if you have anything that you want answered, we do have a verified team. We can get it verified for you. And if you have any questions about what went down at Port Neches Groves High School, shoot me a message, and I'll look into it for you. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.